आज हमारे साथ हैं ऋतुव्रता दस्तलाल, जिन्होंने कि लाइव क्लासेस को अटेंड करके बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से अपनी नीट 2025 में एक सीट को पक्का किया है। आपने डिसाइड किया कि मुझे अब एक और ईयर डिवोट करना है नीट की तैयारी के लिए, तो उस वक्त आपके मन में क्या चल रहा था?
मन में बस यही था कि जब मैंने नीट 2024 अटेम्प्ट किया था, सो आई मेड अ वैरायटी ऑफ मिस्टेक्स देन आई वाज नॉट एट माय फुल प्रिपरेशन, so I thought that I can improve if I give one more year. I can work hard and naturally I would do good. It was way later in like December, January, I once thought that I might have just gone for semi-government college as per my father said he could try. But now sitting today, it seems to be a good decision that I took that route.
और हम जब तैयारी करते हैं खासतौर पर इस तरीके से 1 ईयर डिवोट करने के बाद, तो कई बार ऐसा फेज आता है जहाँ पर कि हम कुछ डिफिकल्टी महसूस कर रहे होते हैं। अगर थ्रू आउट दिस ईयर आप अगर देखें, हो सकता है कि कोई डिफिकल्ट फेज आया हो, तो कोई डिफिकल्ट फेज आया तो डिफिकल्ट फेज कौन सा था और कैसे आपने उससे डील किया?
इस बारे में अगर मैं बताऊं तो द टाइम नियर December, January, when I was thinking that probably I made those same mistakes that I made in my first attempt, I probably have repeated some of them again. So I was like very anxious at that moment. Also, if I say the moment just before NEET, 1 to 2 months before, I was doubting every other NEET aspirant. I was having self-doubt about my preparation, that will I be able to do it this year or not. I was like very much tensed about at that time, and I'm generally like, I do a lot of tension, to be honest. And it was that phase I was very tensed about. My parents were constantly supporting me. They were saying that you have you have worked hard, so definitely you are going to score good. But I was still having some doubts. But yeah, it went well. That's I was happy about.
आपका माइंडसेट क्या था कि मुझे किस तरीके से अलग तरीके से तैयारी करनी है कि मैं आगे बढ़ूं, अपनी गलतियों को ओवरकम करूं? क्या स्ट्रेटजी आपके दिमाग में रही?
इनिशियली तो मैंने सोचा था कि अगर मैं पैसिवली बार बार एक चीज पढ़ता जाऊं, तो मतलब एक ना एक टाइम तो ऐसा आएगा ही जब मुझे वो पूरा चीज अच्छे से याद हो जाएगा. तो आई वॉज गिविंग पैसिव एफर्ट्स. अगर कोई क्वेश्चन मैं कर रहा हूँ और मुझे फॉर्मूला अगर याद भी नहीं है, तो मैं फॉर्मूला देख लेता था, फिर उसको सॉल्व कर लेता था. मुझे लगता था ये फॉर्मूला मैंने नोट्स में लिखा हुआ है, तो मतलब सॉल्व मैं करता रहूंगा ऐसे क्वेश्चन, तो एक ना एक टाइम आएगा मुझे याद हो ही जाएगा. लेकिन आई वॉज रॉन्ग अबाउट दैट. सो after some time I realized that I need to put active efforts to remember the things. And when I understood that, I started making a copy, like mistake copy I had. Then one more copy I had where I used to write down the variety of questions from one chapter, whatever the varieties can be. I used to write down in a place, and I used to constantly revise them. So that's something that helped me a lot. Also the teacher's guidance, whatever they told, I followed that, so it helped a lot.
इस पूरे थ्रू आउट द ईयर आपका जो रूटीन है वो किस तरह का रहा कि आपने कुछ डिफरेंट इस बार स्कोर किया?
To be honest, for qualifying NEET, one of the most important thing is discipline, and very honestly, I lacked that. That's the result. I took 2 years for it. I'm currently trying to better the routine so that it helps me in future. But at that time, I lacked discipline. I used to study on a trot for 2 to 3 days very intensively. But then naturally, again, 2 to 3 days, for the following 2 to 3 days were very bad, almost zero study for me. There is no meaning in talking about those zero study days, but on those days which I actually studied, they were hectic. I used to wake up at 3:45. It was something that my father created in me, and the morning studies really great. So
Good.
I used to wake up at 3:45. I started studying almost at 4. From 4 to 8, those 4 hours was my most I used to give at that time. And then after that, I used to take a nap, quite unusual time, but for me it helped. So I used to take a short nap, and then I used to wake up, take my bath, and have some food. Then I again used to sit to study almost at 10 a.m. So from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I used to study. Then after that, I used to take my lunch, take some break, watch some YouTube videos for entertainment of the day. In the afternoon, I used to give tests, which I would say that in my first attempt, I lacked giving tests. I was very afraid of tests in my first attempt. So in my second attempt, I rectified that and I gave quite regular tests. So after that, in the evening, I used to go up to my terrace. I used to have a walk, get some fresh air, and think what mistakes I made in the test. In the evening, it was more of a like revision session of whatever I did in the day, or in a few days I used to like study more, whatever. So evening was kind of optional.
जो स्टूडेंट्स नीट 2025 में सिलेक्ट नहीं हो पाए और जो स्टूडेंट्स नीट 2026 के लिए अब एक पूरा ईयर डिवोट करने वाले हैं, उन डिवोटर्स के लिए आपकी ओर से क्या शब्द हैं, क्या कहना चाहेंगे कि वो क्या करें, क्या ना करें?
As I said in the all through the conversation, one thing that NEET is not a difficult exam, but preparing for NEET all through the year continuously with that discipline is definitely hard. So that's one thing you need to keep all through the year. You don't focus on whatever score you are like scoring in the mock test or whatever. Just focus on the improvement. As I said, that what mistakes you are making in one test, that should not be repeated in the next. That should be your sole focus. And this is like the whole year that we are preparing, giving tests, listening to whatever the teachers are saying. At the end of the day, this is the preparation. This is not the main result. That's what my father told me to keep me motivated. That it's not the final test. Even if you score like, for example, if you scored in any mock test 720 of 720, that does not ensure you a government college. If you score like 400 out of 720, that does not make you a bad student for that one day. Whatever it is,
Great.
it is on that particular day, and you need to prepare for that particular day. So in the whole of the preparation, you just need to focus on improvement, and if you are doing that with wholeheartedness, then at the end the result will definitely be good.
एलन ऑनलाइन ने आपकी प्रिपरेशन में क्या इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले किया? आपका क्या विचार है उस बारे में? प्लीज बताएंगे एक बार?
Yeah, like if I talk about most of the students, like there will be of course some exceptions, but if I talk about most of the students, they will reach a certain level. Like if I talk about till previous year, then a score of like 580, 590, even 600, they can reach all by self-study. But at the end, they need a slight push from any, like either be parents or be teachers, like any mentor guidance. It is very helpful if you want to improve your score from then on. So in that prospect, I would say that Allen Online has helped me a lot, because in my previous attempt also I was scoring not very bad. I was scoring that decent, but I was stagnant over there. I was not able to improve after that. So that's where, for the minute details, that Allen Online has helped me. Particularly the kind of way they told me to do the revisions. I lacked in doing revisions in my first attempt, but in second attempt I did continuous revisions. As I told about the mistake copy, and those all things were like prescribed to me, and I did the study in that way, which helped me a lot.